Hello students, it's Mrs. Moon here. I'm here today to do a quick tutorial on the topic of simple interest. Simple interest has a very easy to follow formula. I equals P R T. P in our formula stands for the principal. Now principal is a starting amount. So let's say that we're going to calculate the simple interest for a savings account in a bank. The amount of money that you start with in the account is the principal. R stands for the rate. This is the interest rate. It's given to us as a percentage. When we put our interest rate into this formula, we do need to convert from a percent to a decimal. So we use the decimal form in the formula of our interest rate. The T stands for the number of time periods. So let's say we're calculating the annual meaning once a year, the annual interest for a savings account after 5 years. Well, annual means the time periods are happening once a year, and we said 5 years, so T would be 5 for 5 years. Okay? And by multiplying the principal times the decimal representation of the interest rate times the number of time periods, we calculate how much interest that our account would gain. Let's look at an example using simple interest. In this example, Sarah deposits $450 into a savings account that pays 2.25% annual interest. She plans to leave the money in the bank for 5 years. Let's first identify the different pieces of information that we have here in this problem. Number one, what is the principal amount? The principal dollar amount is our starting amount, $450. So that's going to be P in our formula. Number two, what is the interest rate? The R. Again, the interest rate is given as a percent, 2.25, but we have to convert that percent to a decimal. So if we take our decimal and we move it 2 places to the left, we're going to have to add a 0 in the front, and we get 0.0225 for our interest rate. Third, what are the time periods? Well, it says that we're calculating the interest annually, annual interest right here, and it wants to know about 5 years. So how many time periods over 5 years? How many annual time periods is that? That's 5 time periods. So our time periods is 5. All right, next question. What is the amount of interest that we would earn on this account after 5 years? Well, let's use our formula. I equals P times R times T. We substitute our values. I equals 450 times our rate, 0.0225, times our time periods, 5, and we multiply those 3 values together and we get 50.625. So this is the amount of interest that we earn. Because we're talking about money, we really just need to have 2 places after our decimal. So since this is a 5 or greater, we round the 2 up to a 3. The amount of interest earned after 5 years is $50.63. Question 5. What is Sarah's balance after 5 years? So if Sarah does not take any of the money out of the account, but she leaves it in there, and she earns the interest, how much money does she have after 5 years? Well, what we do here is we take our principal, our starting amount, $450, and we're going to add the interest that we earned. We've earned $50.63 in interest. So that sum gives us a total amount now of $500.63 in the account. So This is a simple example of how we can calculate simple interest in math class. Good luck!